So today's story is the first time I got high. It's supposed to be on location, and it is on location. It is the first place I got high, but it's a little sad because when I came back in here, I'm sure if you can tell from behind me, a lot of trees are down, and it's not natural. It's somebody came in and cut down a shit ton of trees. So I was wandering around for a while, climbing on trees, trying to find a spot I could sit and or stand and record, at least close to where I think. And I think this is close to the spot. Still pretty sad though. Come back here and somebody's coming here and cut a shit ton of trees. It's probably to prevent a bunch of kids from coming back here and smoking pot and whatever else. But anyways, first time I got high, I was probably 16, 17. So I was about 17, and I got in, me and some buddies. They were talking about it, and they were like, "Hey man, if you want to get high, yada yada." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to get high, man. I never smoked pot before, but I've wanted to for a long time." And I was like, "Yeah, all right, cool." I ended up going into my mom's room and finding her little stash. And the only way and what really, which I'm not cool. It's not cool. Don't rob your parents of drugs, or don't rob your parents of anything, or any relatives. Just don't be robbing people, man. Regardless, I knew where my mom's stash was only due to the fact that it was just a random pack of cigarettes, and she hasn't smoked since she was pregnant with me. So, which she stopped smoking while she was pregnant with me. But regardless, maybe that's a little factor on me, but that's not important. What's important is I saw a cigarette pack and I was like, she don't smoke. That's probably where her weed's at. I go over there and I grab I probably robbed her about a gram and a half, gram and a half, something like that. And then which don't worry, she got plenty back as the years went on, and I was buying pot, and I'd hook her up. Really, she'd ask for some and never give me any back. But anyways, I didn't really care. It's my mom, hook her up, boom, bada bang. Regardless, I robbed my mom, and then I tell her I'm going over to Nanny's house to do homework. So I go over to Nanny's house. I got my backpack and all that jazz. Really, all I'm worried about is setting my stuff down, waiting for her to leave. Wait about 3-5 minutes just in case she pulls back up. But she wanted to grab something or wanted to whatever. So I was like, okay, I'll wait a second. And I run out. I don't run out, but then I walk down the road to the park across from the high school. I meet up with these guys, and from the park we walk to right here. And I'm sitting there with my little bit of bud. I'm like, all right, so how we doing this? And they said, hey man, don't worry about it. It's your bud. You get to smoke all of it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And they also informed me to bring some aluminum foil. I forgot to mention that. Aluminum foil. So I bring some aluminum foil, the bud, yada yada. Here I am. So I sit down on this log, a fallen tree that fell naturally, but regardless. They pull out this piece of branch, this bark, whatever, and it's got a hole in it. A hole in it. I'm like, yeah, what's going on here? And they're like, well, we made this piece of we turned this branch into a pipe. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take this aluminum foil, you're gonna bowl it, you're gonna place it over top, you're gonna puncture a couple holes in it, and you're gonna hold it and try and seal it as best as you can, and you're gonna draw. I was like, okay, I got you. So put the bud down into the aluminum foil bowl. I'm sitting there cupping this piece of wood, and then both of them are standing over top, trying to cup the flame because it's cold and windy and yada yada yada. A little like now, but it's probably a little colder than it is now, and it is windy. But right now I'm between a bunch of logs, so it's not as windy for me right this second. So I'm sitting there drawing, and it seems more like I'm smoking wood more than I am weed. But you know, oh well, whatever. Just keep on drawing. Shut up. It was a real crackhead situation because I'm sitting there holding, trying to seal this aluminum foil. One of them's trying to help me seal the aluminum foil. I'm sitting there drawing. One of them's got the flame, and both of them are using their other hand to cup the flame, try and stop the wind. And we chill for a little bit, and then after that we get up and we go out. Instead of going back to the park, we just walk down the road and whatnot, and essentially walking to the point of parting ways. And as we're walking down the road, there's this crack in the road, and I'm walking right over top of this crack, and it just randomly, it seems like it's 2 feet from my face. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, yo, is this crack as close to y'all's faces as it is mine, or am I just tweaking? And one of the guys was like, man, you're just high, don't worry about it. I was like, man, I ain't high. I'm not high. Nah, I can't. No, I'm not high. No, I can't be high. I don't feel it, high or anything. I don't feel anything. And they were like, nah, man, all right, whatever. Like, but man, this crack in the road, it's close to my face. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I know it ain't that close. I'm like, dude, you're fucking high. Calm the hell down. I'm like, nah, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And they're like, you're fucking high. Don't worry about it. I was like, okay, all right. So we're walking and walking and walking and walking and walking. In reality, it wasn't even that long of a walk. It's pretty much the same walk from Nanny's house to the park, as it was like slightly longer because we left the park and we went to this location, and we didn't go back through the park. We went, pretty much around the park, yada yada yada. Regardless, a slightly longer walk, but not that much longer. But that walk felt crazy long. I mean, it was a good time. I had a good time I had a good time, but it just felt like a long ass walk. I was like, damn, man, is this the effects of weed? Like walking takes forever? What the fuck? But then I get to Nanny's house. I go over to the cupboard and I get a pack of glazed animal crackers. Then I go over to the fridge and I see she's got some ham, so I ate a little bit of ham, close the fridge. Next thing I know, I've finished the thing of ham, so it's time to throw it away, and I got a Coke in my hand. So I go to the computer room and I sit down. I got glazed animal crackers and a Coke, and I'm thinking, well, what should I do? What am I gonna do? I'm sitting here, I'm feeling pretty good. What's the next move? And usually at that time I was just listening to music, watching music videos, and watching people play gaming videos, and whatever else. Mostly just those two things, but there was a mix of other things. But this day in particular, I get on there and I watch probably like 3 or 4 Radiohead music videos, and then Nanny gets home, and then I'm thinking as soon as she gets there, I went from having a good time to straight paranoid. I was like, fuck, she's gonna know. She knows I'm high. She hasn't even seen me yet, but she already knows I'm fucking high. I don't know. Fucking Nanny's gonna find out I'm high. She's gonna tell my mom. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I'm gonna get my ass beat. I'm gonna get grounded. Fucking blah blah blah. Gonna get fucking get fucking whooped and grounded, and then, you know, boom, bada bang, all because I decided to fucking smoke some devil's grass, so, or the devil's lettuce, or I just call it grass. You know. I walk into the kitchen, and as I'm walking in, somebody showed up, and so she turned around. She didn't notice I was there. They were talking for a second. I'm just standing there, not really knowing what to do, because I'm just like, oh, you know, I want to, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say hello to Nanny, and then, you know, but I don't exactly know what to do in this situation, because I came in to say hello, and now there's somebody right there. So I could have, you know, I guess could have just walked off, but I just decided to stand there awkwardly and whatnot. Just, all right, yeah, they're having a conversation, but I'm not gonna pay attention to what they're talking about. I'm just gonna wait till the conversation's over. I'm too busy being paranoid in my head right now to really focus on what these two people are talking about. But oh well, she's gonna turn around, she's gonna say, hey, what's up, you hot son of a bitch, and then we're gonna have a good time. But nah, she turned around. I thought she heard me walking in, but regardless, she turned around, she jumped, she was like, yo, like, what the hell? I was like, yo, sorry, I thought you heard me, oh my gosh, sorry, you know, I thought you heard me come in here. And she was like, nah. And then, you know, we sit and talk for a minute, and I'm just taking too damn long to get things out, yada yada. I'm just not exactly on it when it comes to the conversation. And I'm like, hey, you know, I need to use the restroom for a second. I'll be right back. I walk in there, you know, I act like I'm using the bathroom, and then I'm just checking my eyes. I'm like, oh fuck, you know, she's got to know at this point. She's got to know at this point. Cause I am fucking gone. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, yo, like, she obviously knows. I'm not conversating correctly. So this just isn't good. And then I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Just go ahead. You know, she knows anyways. You might as well just go ahead and fucking admit it. So I'm like, hey, Nanny, I don't know. We talked for a little bit longer. I don't really know like how long we talked about everything. But I don't know if it was right after the bathroom, but I think we talked for a minute, and then I finally told her. But regardless, I was like, hey, man, I'm high right now, and I'm expecting, like, I was like, yeah, I smoked weed for the first time. You know, this is my first time getting high. Whatever. I don't exactly know what I said, but I said, you know, something along the lines of like, yo, I'm fucking high. I didn't say that exactly, but pretty much. But and she, you know, I'm expecting, oh, you know, Nanny's gonna be disappointed, and she's gonna tell my mom, and it's over. It's over. I'm in trouble. But no, Nanny's fucking. She hits me with stories about when she was younger, smoking pot, going to concerts and smoking pot with strangers, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? This is dope as shit, man. What the fuck? Ah, damn. She went to fucking, you know, she went to Bob Seger. She's been to Bob Seger concerts so many damn times. She talked about when AC/DC opened up for Bob Seger, and then AC/DC got an encore. So then AC/DC no longer toured with Bob Seger. You know, I was like, damn, okay, you know, it's fucking awesome. You know, the fact that AC/DC, you know, is getting an encore, you know, they're touring with Bob Seger, yada yada. She was at the concert, so some pretty cool information. You know, she's told me that stuff, you know, a few times, but you know, every time she tells me, I'm always glad to hear the story. I mean, it was some cool ass stories, you know, about her getting high and all that. So I'm just like, yo, I was stressing over nothing, man. Nanny's dope as fuck. She don't, I mean, you know, as far as I could tell in that moment, you know, she didn't care that I smoked pot. You know, I was like, you're still my grandson, so shut the fuck up. I don't know her brain though. I don't know her brain. But yeah, that's pretty much the story about the first time I got high. It's, you know, I robbed from my mom, and then I come here and go back to my nannies and chill for a little bit, be paranoid as hell, and then end up having a grand old time. I forgot to mention when my parents and my nephew showed up to pick me up to take me back home. Yeah, I was already pretty much on the come down. You know, I still felt all right, but I felt, you know, a little more clear. There wasn't as much fuzziness in the brain and whatnot. And I could, you know, I wasn't as stressed about the situation. I was like, nah, you know. Nay even stated that she didn't notice I was high. She thought I was just being me. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm just naturally this awkward in conversation, even with people I know. So, hell yeah, that's some good information. You know, I'm just awkward as hell, even with people I'm fucking close with. So, hell yeah. Hell, hit me with y'all's first time getting high down below. I'm really interested in reading that information. I don't typically ask for comments because, you know, I'm not gonna ask for that stuff. You know, you do it if you feel like it, but, you know, if you feel so, you know, I'm interested to know what your first time smoking pot was like. I want to thank each and every one of you for clicking onto this video. I know I can't really give all my thanks to the people that clicked off, but I still give you thanks for clicking onto the video. It's the fact of the matter. You clicked on it, that's awesome. And thank you. But to you in particular, I want to give you my utmost appreciation. There's, you know, the fact that you stuck through to the very end is fucking awesome. Like I don't know, it's just crazy to me that the fact that you stuck through to this point. Like it's fucking awesome. Even this point, especially even this point, because, you know, when people sometimes, you know, when people hear thanks, you know, thank you for watching, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, it's over. Click off onto something else. But not you. Nah. For some reason you want to hear or see whatever the hell the very ending is, and that's perfectly understanding. Hell, that makes sense. Because, you know, might as well stick through. It's liable to do something stupid. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoy your time under the sun.